Hi, so my name is Martelle. I am a parent to two beautiful girls. Their names are Love and Hope. My experiences of being a mum, my goodness, I don't even have the words. But what I could say is it is a constant journey of discovery, of joy, of challenges, but also of hope. I think it was a collection of things that brought me to MumsAid. And I honestly remember my first MumsAid appointment saying to my therapist, this is my last chance, literally. So it was very much like a last resort, last chance kind of thing where I felt like everyone else and everything else had failed in terms of helping me to understand and process the trauma that I'd experienced behind my first pregnancy and birth, but also the sudden news of expecting another little one 3 months into um, when we had our first child. So I think what brought me to the Mum's Aid service was just various situations that were going on at the time, and various opinions that caused me to question myself, my mothering, my experience of being mothered, and also just wanting to do the best, the absolute best for my girls, but feeling that my best wasn't good enough, or that I didn't quite have it to give. So when I accessed Mum's Aid services, I was feeling like this has to work, essentially. I was feeling very desperate in that I needed to speak to somebody who specialized in working with women who are mothers, because I felt that coming into motherhood, I was kind of catapulted into reflecting about my own childhood and my own experience of being mothered, and how much my mother fought her best to protect me, and and to do the most so that I didn't have to go without. And I felt that no matter how hard I was trying for my daughter at the time, that my best just wasn't good enough. I was constantly confronted with feelings of feeling helpless or hopeless, or feeling that what I was providing her still wasn't good enough. She was diagnosed with a benign tumor when she was a few weeks old. She had bilateral conjunctivitis when she was like 10 days, which is quite a common thing. But at the time, it just felt like one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, and nothing I could do could be enough to keep her safe. Those are the kind of feelings and thoughts that I was having when I joined the service. So the route that I went down to in terms of accessing services, I presented to A&E because I knew any time of the day or night, if you want to be safe, that's like guaranteed safety, more or less. And from there, I was triaged to the perinatal mental health team, who specialize in women who are either pregnant or have had a baby within the last year. And they were able to signpost me to different talking therapies, which was really helpful for processing my traumatic birth experience, but also processing the fact that I was pregnant again so soon after my having my first child. And so that was where kind of Mum's Aid was raised. My goodness, I don't even think I can talk about Mum's Aid in the past tense, because they still very much are helping me, even though technically I'm no longer with the service. But Mum's Aid have helped hugely. I think, first of all, they are they specialize in, all things motherhood. And I can't tell you how beneficial it has been to speak to someone who not only is a mother, but understands the journey of motherhood and has the theoretical academic underpinning, and was able to just explain some of the theory behind why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And I think Mum's Aid definitely normalized the feelings I was feeling at a time where I was thinking it could only be me feeling this way because of the unique kind of experiences I've had in the past and in my own childhood. I didn't think anyone could ever understand the kind of gravity of what I was experiencing, and I felt extremely helpless. But from session one, where I said to my therapist, this is my last chance. So no pressure, but this has to work. I just felt incredibly listened to. I found that the therapist style was hugely relational, which was really beneficial for me. And yeah, it just felt, and they had a creche as well, which in the end I didn't actually need to access. I think maybe once, but just the opportunity to even receive counselling without bringing the baby. was just, yeah, unheard of. I think every mum and any mum would really benefit from having that time to really be able to process their transition to motherhood. Because while some people plan to have children, some people plan not to. But I've come to realize that whether you plan it or don't plan it, it kind of is outside of your control. And so being able to be in an environment where it's controlled in terms of there's that safety, there's that comfort to be able to process the transition and to be able to put in strategies to help you along the journey. I think that's invaluable. And I think that's something that all mums need. And even thinking about their transition back to work and that kind of process, I think it's essential that women are able to feel supported throughout the journey. Oh, what can I say in terms of advice? I think it is okay not to feel yourself, whatever that means, because motherhood absolutely changes you. And I think there's sometimes seems to be this kind of feeling where you need to get back to your old self. But I would encourage new mothers to embrace who they are in addition to being a mother. That is part of them. It's not who they are in its entirety, and that yeah, their child has been given to them for a reason and vice versa. And so just to embrace the journey, that there's joy in the journey in the same way that there's literally the word joy in the word journey. You just need to look for the letters, look for the ingredients, and yeah, bake the cake that works for you.